and welcome to another edition of Property Management Mondays, brought to you by NC Real Estate. So, here's the question I've been asked this week. How do you deal with property management calls? Sometimes they can seem so aggressive. When tenants call, they're usually phoning to report something that's really causing them issues. Because it's irritating them so much, they can get a little bit aggressive. For a property manager, when you first get this, it can be an absolute nightmare and put a downer on your day. However, here are our great tips for dealing with it. Tip number 1. Remember, it's not your fault, so don't take it personally. The person on the other end of the phone is just venting and they want you to solve their issue. So, take a deep breath and then go for the answer. Tip number 2. Listen to the whole complaint before answering. Cutting someone off mid-rant will only make it worse because they really will think that you don't care. Tip number 3, use positivity in your response. Always answer like you really care and it's coming from the heart. Say stuff like, thank you for letting me know, or here's how I'm going to solve your problem, or this is what I'm going to do to help you out. Using negativity will only make it worse, such as, oh, that sounds really bad, or I don't know how I'm going to resolve that yet. It doesn't really make the caller think that you know what you're doing, and you really need to be in control of the situation. You cannot make a tenant feel like that you don't care about them and nothing is going to get done about it, because it really will make matters worse. You need to be bright, positive, tell them that you can do something and you are going to resolve their problems. Tip number 4. There are going to be times when you need the tenant to go out and provide you with some more information. You might want them to take a photo, you might want them to put detail in writing, but you are going to need their help. And so you need to phrase that properly whilst they're angry to make sure that they actually want to help you. So you need to say, okay, I'm going to help like this, but please could you provide me with a picture? Can you provide me with some more detail? This way, they'll then think, oh, okay, great, I can help out too, and it will get done a lot quicker. It means that they feel a bit more in control of the situation and they're helping you out, so the problem might get resolved more easily. What more could you want? Tip number 5 is to keep in contact with the tenant. Reassure them that as soon as you know what's going on, you'll be back in contact, and you'll be in contact the whole way. There is nothing worse than a tenant feeling like they're never going to hear from you again, and all they've got to do is keep phoning up and shouting, and then maybe one day something will get done. No, it can't be like that as a property manager. You need to reassure them that you're doing your job and you'll get it done quickly. And if you do what you say you're going to do, you're going to have a happy customer. So just make sure you stay in constant contact and you're always positive about what's going to happen. And if you can't do something, explain why you can't do something, but what other way around you're going to go. That helps them out, it helps you out, and it will make them far more happier. It will stop the stressed out calling. And finally, leave every call on a positive note. You want to make sure that your caller ends up being happier than when they first got on the phone to you and was like shouting. You don't want that anymore. And it's more for you than it is for them, really, because if you come off the phone, you feel a bit more positive about the situation, you're no longer getting an earful, well, that's great for you because you don't have to take that with you for the rest of the day. So make sure you say something positive to them. Say, I'm going to get it resolved, don't worry, or just anything that makes them feel a bit better at the end of the call and knowing that their problem is going to get resolved. some great tools for dealing with those difficult calls that we all hate getting, but if we can turn it around to make it a happier situation, then that's all that matters really. We're doing our jobs and the tenants are happy. So thank you for joining us for Property Management Mondays, brought to you by NC Real Estate. If you need any other tools, tips, advice, help on anything property related, come and visit us at ncrealestate.co.uk. If this video was good for you, like it, share it around, give it to your friends. So that's all for us from this week, and we'll be seeing you next week. If you've got any questions you want answered, leave comments below or get in contact with us via our website, ncrealestate.co.uk. Have a lovely week.